Welcome to Victory in Jesus. I'm Pastor Sharon Doherty, and I am so glad that you're tuned in with us today because I believe today we have a word that's going to increase your faith, that's going to lift your spirit to believe God, because God wants to do greater things in your life. Sometimes people kind of get stuck in their spiritual walk with the Lord. Sometimes people get stuck in a place in their life where their life seems to be just going in the circles of everyday living and things aren't happening that God wants to do in their lives. And I want to encourage you today, as you have tuned in, that this would be a day you choose that you're going to seek God for greater things. The Bible tells us that He wants to take us from glory to glory, from strength to strength, from faith to faith. See, that means that there's something beyond where you are now. And God wants to take you beyond where you are now. I think about it that God has always spoken in His Word to people that there are greater things He wants to do. And even when you've gone away from God, even when you feel like you've done wrong and you come back to God, know this, that God in His mercy is reaching out in your life to take your life to a greater direction. He wants you to fulfill His purposes in the earth. So wherever you are in your walk with God right now, whether you've known Him for a while or whether maybe you've gone away from Him, today is a day for you to believe that God wants to do greater things. My son Paul is going to be sharing a message with you on this program today about the greater things that God wants to do. I want you to believe with me. Believe that God can use your prayers, that there are greater things that are going to happen ahead of you. And today, I believe right now, God's going to speak into your heart greater things.
Well, the word of the Lord this morning is greater. Everybody say greater. I remember as a kid going to a birthday party and we played this game called Bigger or Better. Anybody ever play this game? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you about it. We separated in teams and they gave us each a small something and they said you have to go door to door to the neighbors and you have to ask them for something bigger or better than what you have. So my team started off with a paperclip. And they said, you got to go to these strangers who you don't even know and ask them if they will give you something bigger or better than a paperclip. So anyways, our team ended up with a full-size couch by the time we came back to the birthday party.